Hello everyone, MrFoggia back here, back with another episode of FIFA Mobile, and for once we have got something interesting to show you. In the last couple of days I really have struggled with content. I don't know why. The Carnival event really put me at a point where I was giving up, but actually for once we actually have some content. It is the Lunar New Year event. Yes, Chinese New Year's come out, and you know what that means. Brand new players, brand new cards, brand new stuff. Let's talk about this first and then we'll talk about everything else. Yes, obviously you will not see me do the first preparations for the first half of the episodes, but I will tell you something. I pulled a lucky player, and I pulled Lindelof, which is arguably the greatest lucky player which is available. And you're wondering what I mean by lucky player. I haven't actually explained it very well. Well, these are the lucky players. You got Bernard Silva, Lindelof, Tolisso, João Cancelo, Motta, Sanson, Arrizabalaga, Romagnoli, Philippe, Robertson, and Sleek. Now, these are the 11 players which you'll need. These 11 players are very key, and I haven't even got started yet. These 11 players have the biggest impact on your team. Now you're wondering what's next. Well, I'll just explain to you that these are the 11 players. And now I'm going to explain to you what you need to do. As you're aware, I'm on 11.98 million, rocking up high. And I'm even going to be on more afterwards. So, every 8 hours, there are, as I understand, 8 skill games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? There are 8 skill games every 8 hours. So it's like an hour a skill game sort of thing. It's not, but it just works out like that. So if you do wonder what I mean by, no, it ain't an hour skill game. You're right. But it makes sense what I'm saying. So this means that you'll be able to play this 3 times a day. So I'll be 7. Hold on, let me just make sure I do this right. 7 till 3. 3 till 11. 11 till 7. So that's how it works out in my head. About 8 hours. So it'll be, depending on where you are, obviously times change. I'm talking for about UK time. So it'll be from 7 PM to 3 AM. 3 AM to 11 AM. And then 11 AM to 7 PM. Now you're wondering, yes, that's you explained the basics. Now, what is the consequences of the Chinese event? There ain't actually no consequences. You simple enough have to play the 8 skill games. And in there you get red envelopes and you also get Lunar Points. Now, with the red envelopes, you get this. Obviously, you purchase this, you get this, you get to open this, you gain 880 coins every time you do that, and then you get a thing called a lucky envelope. Now, lucky start means that you can open up any one of the 30, no, it ain't 30, I figured out earlier it was 24, if I'm correct, 24 envelopes. Any one of the 24 envelopes every 8 hours, and it depends on how many red envelopes you get. From completing the events, you get 4 envelopes, 3 Lunar Points, and then the last one is a chance where you're guaranteed 1,500 coins, and then you get a chance of either Lunar Points or red envelope. Now, you're wondering why this is key. I've just explained to you the red envelope side of things. So you just pick any envelope and you open it and you get things. You can get 4 Lunar Points from this. You can get a lucky player, which is Sleek, or you can get 100 skill boosts. These are all 3 good rewards, depending on how you take it. If you can get any one of them, you're lucky. If you can get all 3, that's a bonus. Now, moving on to the Lunar Point side of things. So as I said earlier, you get 3 automatically given, depending how many more you put on it, means the more you might get. So with the 3 which you get from things, so everything you can get 9 in total every day. So if you save up over the 9 days, you will have over 80 tokens. Yes. Now here comes the interesting bit. There are players for each one you complete, from 88 to 89 to 90 to 91 to 92, and last but not least, an Icon Van der Sar. Now, to earn them, you must complete every skill game. So you start off with this one, the 1, and then you work your way up the chain to get the player. Now, you can get either or. So this works out basically, for these, you don't need anything. For these, you must have at least one player. It doesn't matter if it's their current version, which is the higher version, or their base version, as I understand. I have not seen anything proven otherwise saying you must have one lucky player or crimson player. That's how I see it. It's not one crimson player. So you can get either or to put them in your starting 11 to get the player. And then that affects Romagnoli and Philippe. Sanson and Blaga, sorry I pronounced that wrong, you need 2. Cancelot and Motta, you need 3. Tolisso and Lindelof, you need 4. And Bernard Silva, you need 5. He's the only one which you need 5 for. But let me just tell you, this ain't even the best bit. I've just explained to you the concept of how to get the players. Now, to earn this realistically from a free-to-play point of view, just grind the event every 8 hours. You do not need to go and aim for the top players. Let me just tell you something. Don't get me wrong. Bernardo Silva, you will have to pay for him. Lindelof, you will have to pay for him. Tolisso, you will have to pay for him. Either that or you grind out your videos or everything. You put so much time into it, but you then realise going, is this card worth my team? And it depends on the team which you have and how you play. For myself, I'll be looking at this event and I'll be going, okay, what I want here is clubs, like nationalities, which help me get legends. That's the way how I see this event. But other people will see this differently. As you can tell, there is also rewards. For one Crimson player, you get 7.5 million coins. But that's a choice. Do you sacrifice getting other players for 7.5 million coins? For me, that's a definite yes. Let me just tell you something. The value of these players are going to be average at best. Obviously, you're going to feel like maybe you're going to get money if you go all the way up and get the big players. But for 30 points, you can complete one, which won't cost that much, and then get the 7.5 million coins, which will then enable you to purchase one of the higher off ones. Now, let me tell you, even if you can't purchase one of the higher off ones, the 90 rated cards on the market are valued between 3 million to 6 million. And if you want a 90 plus, like for example, a Messi, Ronaldo, you're looking at the higher 10 millions. But for overall, most of these players are achievable to get after the event's completed. Now, I don't know if they're tradable or not. I have not seen anything saying either ways, but they will become auctionable after the 6th of March. So yes, for me, this is the way how I'm going to tell you guys and how I'm doing the event. I'm going to unlock one player. I'm going for the 7.5 million coins. That's the way how I see it. I do not see myself going after 3 or 4 players. For me, it's too much money. It's too much time. Like, money I'm sacrificing, too much time going into these, grinding these events. Because even if I get one player and 7.5 million coins, I've pretty much got 2 or 3 players. Because the value of the players are not going to be super duper high. Like, for example, the amount of people which will either get these players. Don't get me wrong, there are some players which I would like in my team. That João Cancelo right back card is ideal for me. I like Inter Milan. He's one of my favourite players. Obviously, another one which was in there, which I haven't got yet, was Skriniar from the tournament. If I was able to get him and Skriniar, that was perfect. But no, I'm not going to be like going, okay, how do I get Cancelo? This is what I've got to do. No. What I'm going to do is telling you, complete one and buy the coins. I know everyone's going to recommend going after a player or 2, but I'm not, and I'm going to recommend to you guys to avoid it. Second off, that's the way how I'm doing a Lunar Year event. This is the way how I'm telling you guys to do it. I've told you everything about the event, how to earn the points, everything like that. So if you've got any questions, do ask. And now you got the store. Now the store's kind of complicated. As you can tell, for all of these, you must purchase £1 for this. Don't get me wrong. The red envelopes are helpful. And then using the FIFA points are helpful as well, depending on what you are. But you get 2 free packs for 700k. Is it worth doing this? No. I have no interest in this whatsoever. I'm not going to purchase them unless you guys want me to. So I'm going to leave that in the poll above or in the comment section down below. I'll probably leave it in the comment section. Do I purchase these pack? Yes or no? And then either I say like for yes, comment for no. And then by the end of the next day, which will be Sunday's video, I will make that decision. Obviously, you can tell there's a lot of things in there, like the bonus points, bundles and stuff like that. Firecrackers. I actually haven't understood much about the firecrackers. But firecrackers are obtainable via red envelopes. That's all I know. You cannot get them unless you get red envelopes. They do not affect the Lunar Points. All they do is unlock these. Each one has better rewards from number 1 to number 5. If you get 5 in total, you're lucky. Obviously, you can see you can get yourself a lot of coins. And I mean a lot. You're talking about 888k, which is enough to buy you one of these players. A Lunar player guaranteed. It's just such a good event. Obviously, you guys will look into this a bit more detailed than what I am kind of doing. Obviously, number 2 unlocks 4 red envelopes, and then I told you already got the player guaranteed, the 888 coins, and number 5. This is the big one. People are like, yeah, 10 Lunar Points. That is big, but you must get 5 firecrackers, and you can only get them red envelopes. You get 3 chances a day, and depending what comes up in the red envelope choices, that's what's available. So as you saw from earlier, I got the coins, I got the player, or I can get the other thing. Hold on, let me just confirm what they are. So it is a bit confusing, this event. From this, I can get either Lunar Points, the player, or the boost, skill boost. That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I said coins for some reason. Also, a lot of people are going to forget to do these. I know there's a big event coming out, but do not forget to do your daily objectives. Do not forget to do these sort of things. Because for me, that's the key thing. Take advantage of the free stuff you get. Like, for example, I'm now on 400 FIFA points, which allows me either 2 losses in domination or something like that. But that's why I've got them. Now, second off is Legends. Yes, Legends have been released. There is a brand new Legend. Diego Maradona, Yassin, and Petit. Now, I've looked at this going, okay, how do I get Petit? As you can tell, I need 6 French players. I got 4. I got Mbappe, I got Varane, I got Petit, and I got Thing. If I swap you for Alessandrini, that's 5, yeah? So I need 1 more. If I swap you for Griezmann, that's 6. My team should still be above a 94. It's a 95. So I'm getting that free Petit right now on cam. As you can see, you can tell what I'm doing. I'm getting myself a free Petit, so I can even trade him if I really wanted to, because Petit has no value for me. I have already got 1 Petit. I do not need another one. So I'm going to go back to my old formation, keep it to the best one. As you can tell, I just upgraded the team immediately. I'm obviously going to sort my team out my way. I always have... Oh, mate. You're right, innit? Yeah, you're fine. Sorry, no, I was just thinking something. You're 83... You're the 72, and you're 87. Yeah. I swap them 2 around. That's what I do. But, besides that, yes, you're looking at my reserves. You noticed something. You noticed the Lindelof. I weren't lying about him. I did pack him earlier. These are my reserves, and I'm looking on building on these reserves and thinking what I can get. As you're aware, at the minute, it's Russia, Argentina, and France. Russia and Argentina, I wasn't able to get, but the French guy I will keep, and I will use him to upgrade my player. Probably Gareth Bale, because Gareth Bale is going to be a long term in my team. As I said, he is going to stay in my team. Also, today, we're going to open up the February reward and hope for the best. Hope they give something towards the Lunar thing. The Lunar event is live. Let's hope they treat us with either some Lunar Points or red envelope or something like that. 15,000 XP. Why? A couple of days ago, you gave us 50. I swear to... This is what annoys me. For me, look. Why give 50,000 and then give 15,000 then? The logic makes no sense. You go, oh, we're going to up and I'm going to go down. It doesn't make sense. How do people in EA explain to me the February rewards, what you guys were thinking? If you would have done something like the Lunar Points, the Carnival Points, you would have done something epic. But you haven't done that. Anyway, for this episode, I'm going to cut it here. I haven't got really much more to tell you about. I didn't do the campaign because I was focusing on the Lunar event. I'm going to be honest. This Lunar event is freaking awesome. I've already told you I packed Lindelof. I'm going to sell him. I'm going to sell him now while he has some value on the market, because in a couple of days' time, he's going to be lower and lower and lower. As I said, I wanted to record a video with me showing evidence that I actually got him legit and I didn't pay coins, because you can tell by the coin values which I had at the time and now. And you might go, oh, well, you might have done this, you might have done that. No, you can tell my reserves are all the same and everything like that. And the second reason is this event is such a grind. What I mean is 20 energy every 8 hours. It's interesting to see. For me, this doesn't have an effect on the community. This doesn't have an effect on anything. If you want to do this event, go for it. If you don't want to do this event, that's fine. But do not make an excuse up when this event is good or bad. Just go, this is the event and that's that. Have a fun time playing the match. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Because this event, don't get me wrong, is, as I said, for me, all I want out of it is the 7.5 million coins. That's the way how I see this event. Other people will be like, I want to get that player. Fair enough. You deserve the player. Other people will be like, well, I'm going to be unrealistic and set my targets really high. What I recommend doing, and this is no lie, if you want to do a big player or anything, I'm going to say this now, save your points until the end. And what I mean is not the very last minute. I mean like the day that it's going to end, like give it a couple of hours. And then if you ain't got nothing out of things, then do the things and then work your way up going, this is that. Because there's no point in claiming them early, because it doesn't make a difference if you claim them 5 days earlier than someone else, because you both have the same player. Yes, they may be able to use them on versus attack or something, but let's be honest, versus attack is a dead game mode. Many people don't play all the other game modes. And last but not least, if you want the player, you'll be able to get the player which you want, and you'll be able to work out how much you have at the end rather than at the beginning. Because yeah, that's what people do wrong. They go, this is this, this is that, this is that, this is how many I need. You'll be able to add them up. That's the truth. It's just adding them up with points. Now I know some of you are going to be going, well, no, I'd rather do this and make sure I do that, see what I can do. Fine. That's fine. You can do what you do you. But I'm just giving you my advice and what I'm telling you through this event. My things and your things are going to be different. As I said, some of you are going to go down the path of getting players. Some of you are going to go down the path, the same as me, go for the coins. Some of you are going to go down the path going, I'm going to see how this event plays out. If the event plays well, that's fine. If it doesn't, okay. But all I'm going to say is enjoy this event. Take advantage of this event. The red envelopes are the key thing. If you get lucky with a red envelope and get a player, sell him immediately. Do not wait around. Find out their value and sell him. I only did it for the purposes for this video. As I said, I kept it. But if you guys don't believe me, then don't. Always sell your player immediately. Do not try and see the value. It's not worth it. As I said, I'm at a point where I've got 12 million coins. So maybe you guys may be struggling with more coins and stuff like that. But I'm looking going, okay, this is what I want to improve my team with. This is the team which I have now. This is where I want to go. Don't get me wrong. As I said, my thing is going to be different to all of yours, because we both have different ways of playing. I don't know how you play. I don't know how your style is. I don't know what events you do, how much energy you commit to each event. I don't know. But what I will say is this. What you do has consequences on yourself in this event. And do not ignore other events. Do not ignore Team of the Week, because you're still going to get the Player of the Month. Do not lose focus on the Player of the Month because the Chinese New Year's out. The Player of the Month is worth more than the Chinese New Year player. Maybe you go, oh, he's only worth 7.5 million coins, but he's an untradeable starter guaranteed. The only thing that would be awkward if he's an out-of-position player, but you would amend your formation to try and fit him in, and I know a lot of you will. I'm hoping that you guys listen to my advice, and if you did, like this video. If you didn't, dislike. If you do have any opinions or anything like that, I'm not telling you to express them. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you want to see in the next coming up days. Let me know what's happening, because I'm going to tell you, Sunday's video is looking bleak. What I mean is, the only thing I might show you on camera is me doing the Lunar New Year event, because I am not going to wait until something comes out on Sunday. As I said, Friday and Sundays, they have disappointed. But for this week and next week, they've covered themselves, what I mean, with this Lunar New Year event. So, yep, enjoy the episode, and I didn't say konnichiwa at the beginning, which actually I realised is disappointing. But anyway, peace.